Okay, let us continue. We are here. This is one of the problematic part of probability most people fear. But let us try and break it down. We have green balls, blue balls, and white balls. Okay, you will be told the number. Let's say 5, 4, 3, whatever number they are told. You are told. Okay, since I'm not dealing with numbers, I'm dealing with the summary of it. Okay, number one, this is what I will do. Come with me. For me calculating n of s, which the samples place, I will have green total plus blue total plus white total. That is how I'll calculate the what? The total sample space. Okay, then let's deal with number one. Number one, we have where there is no replacement. Sorry, there is a replacement of the ball. The ball is replaced. The one ball is taken. They said 2 balls were taken, one after the other. That means they took 1 ball. Then after they record, they replace the ball and take the other one. That is 2 balls. Okay. Hence, let's deal with this one. Number one, this what I'll always say. Here we have n of s, which is our total sample space. We go for option 1, option 2, and option 3. Okay. Option 1, let's say it is green, then it is blue, and then this is white. Okay. How many of the greens do I have? I will have green total divided by the sample space. Here I will have blue total divided by the sample space. Here I will have what? I will have white total divided by the sample space. Now, every time when you add these, you must get an answer being 1. Okay? Come with me. This was the first ball taken from the back. Then let's deal with the second one. The second one now. This is now the second one. Okay? The second one. The second one, it can be green, blue, and what? And white. Green, blue, white. Green, blue, white. Remember, there was replacement. If there were 50 balls in the bag, when I take one, it was 49. If I replace it, it go back to be the same number. Okay? So hence here again, I will have G total all over n of s. Here I'll have B total divided by n of s. Here I'll have Y total divided by, or W total divided by n of s, because the ball was replaced. Here I'll have again G total divided by n of s. I think now you are getting the trend. B of t over n of s. Here I'll have W of t over n of s. Here I will have what? I will have G total over n of s. Here I will have B total over n of s. Here I will have W total over n of s. This is how I will do it, okay? Now, after then, I'll go for outcomes. Outcomes, okay? Now, let's deal with outcomes. Now, outcomes is where I multiply now. I'll say what? I'll say G multiplied by G. So I'll have G multiplied by G. So this is the number times this number. You get an answer here. Then G multiplied by B. You get an answer. Then you have G multiplied by W. You get an answer. You come to this one. Now you will have B multiplied by G. You get an answer. B multiplied by B, you get an answer. Then you will have B multiplied by W, you get an answer. Then you come to this one. You'll have W multiplied by G, W multiplied by B, W multiplied by W. Okay, then after you have gotten the answer, everything you are going to add here is going to give you 1, as it was giving you 1 here. Okay, now come with me. Hence, when they will ask you of the same color, that means you are having the probability of GG, or remember I said or goes with a plus, BB, or WW. That means you're going to say this one plus this one plus this one, then you get your answer here. That is how we deal with the first one, okay? Now, let's check the second one. Now, they say now there is no replacement. Since there's no replacement, we go for options. Option 1, option 2, option 3. Option 1, it is G, B, W. Hence here we'll have what? G total over N of S. We have B total divided by N of S. Here we have W total divided by N of S. This was the first ball, okay? Now let's deal with the second ball. Now this is the one that makes us talk too much. You know how we talk as teachers because of this one. Now let's come to this one. Now the ball was taken but not replaced. If it was not replaced, hence we are going to have what now? We are going to have -1 on this one. Hence it's going to be now G total -1 all over N of S -1. Okay? Now this will be B total over N of S -1. This will be what? W total over N of S -1. Here it will be what? G total over N of S -1. This will be B total -1 all over N of S -1. W total divided by N of S -1. Here it will be G total over N of S -1. Here it will be B total all over N of S -1. Here it will be what? It will be W total -1 all over N of S -1. Now say, what are these -1s? It's because now the ball was not replaced. So if here there were 50 balls, then here we know that 10 was green. We know that it was 10 here, okay? 10 over 50, okay? But here, since one ball is now not replaced, our sample space will decrease by 1. If it decreases by 1, it will be now 49 because it will be 50 -1. And here also it will decrease to be 10 -1, which will be what? 9. Okay? Then from there, you deal with the what? The outcomes. Where we say it is G multiplied by G, G multiplied by B, G multiplied by W, B multiplied by G, B multiplied by B, B multiplied by W, W multiplied by G, W multiplied by B, and W multiplied by W, and get your answers from there, okay? Now remember, why did we -1? Why did we -1? Can you repeat for me, say? Yes, because the sample space has decreased. If I had 50 balls, I take 1. What is now the sample space? 49. If it's 49, that means from this total space, I'll subtract what? 1. That's why I say N of S -1. Then there were 10 green balls, okay? If 1 is taken, how many are left in the bag? There are 9. How do I know that? I said 10 -1, okay? So if there is no replacement, please note that one, okay? This is how we deal with a tree, okay? And every time, whenever we have percentage, let's say this is 30%. If this is 30%, we know that a